So one thing jumped out at me while looking at the cast of Avengers Doomsday for the most recent podcast, and that's the fact that there is a serious lack of Avengers, which led me to believe that this is in fact a spoiler for Avengers Secret Wars. Because once I break it down for you, I think you guys are going to understand what I'm saying because of, well, the lack of Avengers is a spoiler. With the full production of Avengers Doomsday already on the way, and of course, we do know that the entire cast reveal was not, in fact, the entire official cast. I covered that, explaining what that is, and talked about every single actor that's back as what character they're back as well. But also, I covered all the missing characters. But one thing is very apparent in this, and that's that there is a major spoiler in the lack of Avengers appearing in Avengers Doomsday. That's a clear indicator for Avengers Secret Wars. So let's get into this. Okay, so the actual Avengers we have in this film are Anthony Mackie, aka Captain America. We, of course, have the new Falcon, Danny Ramirez, and that's it. That's the actual Avengers that are established Avengers. Because if you saw Captain America Brave New World, we know that the Avengers do not exist, and Cap has been tasked with, well, forming a new team for the oncoming threat. Now, the other members of the cast that are former Avengers are Chris Hemsworth as Thor, Paul Rudd as Ant-Man, and that's it. That's literally it. So, yeah, a serious lack of Avengers in a film called Avengers Doomsday, right? Now, this is where I want to talk about how this is a major spoiler. Now, before we get there, I do got to mention a couple characters that people will bring up. For example, Sebastian Stan's Winter Soldier. He was never a official Avenger. Letitia Wright, Shuri, aka the Black Panther, she never got recruited to the new team. You know, Chris Hemsworth is not part of the new team, so why would he be there? David Harbour, Red Guardian, not it. Obviously, the multiverse characters can't be in Fantastic Four, the Fantastic Four, and some people will automatically down there reply with, yeah, but Robert Downey Jr. Yeah, but he's playing Doctor Doom. He's not playing Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. So, again, yeah, with that out of the way, let me talk about why this is a major spoiler. So first and foremost, we need to bring the budget of this film into focus. Reportedly, each one of these films will cost $350 to $400 million to just produce. That does not include the marketing budget. So if we include the marketing budget, you're looking at roughly $800 to $900 million per film. The break even for these films will easily be close to $1 billion for each upcoming Avengers film. Avengers Doomsday specifically already has this stacked cast of 27 confirmed, and more will be added. And make no mistake about it, cameos and all that, additional cast members like, just more minor characters. Like if a Nick Fury was to appear as somebody, or Clark Gregg returns as Agent Coulson, they're not a big main role. This is just the main 27. And why this is a spoiler is because you're looking at actors like Chris Evans, for example, who, remember, in Avengers Infinity War, he was a cameo. He's considered a cameo in that film because of the amount of runtime he has, along with a bunch of other actors as well, where obviously they don't get the full-on treatment of a full payday. These characters here are getting top billing. So 27 actors get top billing, meaning they're paid out in their full, hence why they're announced. Now, naturally, some of these are going to be cheaper. Other ones are going to be millions of dollars. Some will be tens of millions of dollars, probably at least 2 to 3 of them, So what this tells me is that the budget for Secret Wars is going to be about the same, but you got to think about characters here that are probably signed on for both films with the same budget, as both films are being produced back to back and some carryover. So you're looking at characters that will not return in Secret Wars, or if they do, they return in the same way that they returned for Avengers Endgame. People always glaze Endgame as this giant thing where every single Avenger and MCU character is in it, but that's only for the portal scene. Majority of that film's budget went to the original Avengers. So what we got here, and this is the major spoiler part, is that many of these big actors, Scarlett Johansson, Chris Evans for this specific film, Mark Ruffalo, for example, and other Avengers that are not back, are returning in Secret Wars when their payday is right up there with, hey, this is big money, right? This is the big finale, Secret Wars. We're aiming, and we're probably going to make more money than Doomsday. So think about it for a second. You're going to be bringing back multiple Spider-Men. You're bringing back the old Captain America. You're bringing back the old Black Widow. You're bringing back Hulk. You're bringing back, War Machine. You're going to be bringing in TV characters. And the budget is going to balloon. So what you get here is that Doomsday is lacking, and I put lacking in quotation marks, characters because they're deliberately saving money. And they're saving this money because they know the Secret Wars cast is going to easily double this. And the amount of top billing stars is going to move from 3 to 4 to about 10. Once you include Deadpool, once you include Wolverine. And they realize that the budget is going to be huge. So like Infinity War and Endgame, expect sets that are completely fully CG'd. Because they're going to be saving money and cutting costs around these, specific sets. So the way you look at it is essentially realize that Doomsday is what I would call the appetizer to the big final meal. Like, this is a 3-course meal, right? And we're building up to it. And the biggest course meal is going to be Secret Wars. And this is when they just lay out everything in front of you. So while you're getting your appetizer, you're like, hey, hold up. Why isn't this on? I thought we were eating this, or I thought this was going to be here. It's like, don't worry, that's for the full course meal. We're just prepping right now. So when you look at this cast, and some people say, well, there's a lot of unexpected actors in this, like Alan Cumming as Nightcrawler. Okay, sure. Ghost, Red Guardian, right? Like the new Falcon, Beast, Shang-Chi, The Thing. They don't really cost a lot, right? That's because, again, they're saving money. And these characters are here to pan out the film and make you look big, while also saving money for the next one and making sure that they return in the next one as well. Like, more than half this cast is not making the big money. I'm willing to say that out of the 27 actors that are confirmed for Doomsday, you can combine the wages of 22 of them or so, and that equals to Robert Downey Jr.'s payday. So, you get what I'm saying. This cast is a massive spoiler because all the heavy hitters, including all the original Avengers, will return in Avengers Secret Wars. Thank you for checking out that video, and thank you for your continued support. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, do whatever you will, and if you're so inclined and would like some additional content from us, which includes unfiltered content and bonus discussions, we do offer exclusively in our members section. We hope to see you there. So thank you for watching, and have a good one.